Hey y'all, Michelle Raza coming to you from San Antonio, Texas with the Finding Yourself Book Club. And today we're going to continue talking about Dr. Gibson's Recovering from Emotionally Immature Parents. We've been talking about updating your self-concept. And so we are on section 4 of defining your own self-characteristics. If you like these videos and they provide value to you, please do like and subscribe. It really does help us little YouTubers. And check out my website. I'm at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. There, if you're interested in your first free consult, you can fill out a contact form and I'll be in touch. The first hour is always free and there's no obligation thereafter. Thank you. Okay, so we have been working on updating your self-concept. Let me just do a little recap. The first section was really just reviewing what your childhood self-concept was, and hopefully after we finish this chapter, you can kind of grow from that standpoint. Knowing that we're not imposters, that we are worthy and we are valuable, and we need to understand that about ourselves. Even if nobody else applauds us, we need to applaud ourselves. And then updating your self-concept. So in establishing your worth, so the section that we're on right now is updating your self-concept. So that's establishing your worth, identifying your values and life philosophy, filling in the blanks of your self-concept. And then today we're going to talk about defining your own self-characteristics. So as I mentioned in the video on establishing your worth, you could take months and months and months to really get to the bottom of what is it that makes you feel unworthy, and how can you then update that or change that to realize that you really are worthy. So don't get frustrated if you do these exercises once and you don't really see that anything has changed. Honestly, it takes a lot of work to overcome years and years and years of being torn down in terms of who you are. So if you have health insurance, I recommend a therapist. They can really help you get to the bottom of understanding why you are, how you are. You can also talk to a friend, a mentor, which is the number 5 that she'll mention. Or you can contact me and I'd be happy to talk to you about it as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to section 4. Define your own self-characteristics. EI parents have a poor vocabulary for specific positive inner attributes. They rarely use descriptive words for the inner psychological world. So they fail to articulate their children's unique qualities and characteristics. Instead, they use vague generic terms for their children's behavior, such as good, bad, stupid, smart, or nice. Consequently, you don't learn enough words for describing yourself or talking about your feelings. This could be a drawback later in life, when the ability to articulate your qualities might help you land a job or attract a mate. So today, Dr. Gibson, on page 166 of her book, which you haven't picked it up, I highly suggest that you do, she recommends that we do an exercise called putting yourself into words. So for this, you don't want your journal. She says it's better to just use loose leaf paper, because that way when you're done, you can spread it out on a table in front of you and kind of have a bird's eye view of the entire thing. She also recommends a blog to help you find a list of personality traits. So I'll read it out here and then also link to it in the comments. It's http://www.ongoingworld.com/blog/2014/a-big-of-personality-traits. So I'll link to it in the comments because I know that was a lot. You can also look up and I'm not sure if this will help you because it's personality traits, not necessarily feelings, but I've talked about this before and I think it's worthwhile. If you work with a therapist, they will always recommend this. Just Google feelings wheels, and the first step to understanding your self-concept, yourself, who you are, why you are, how you are, is understanding your feelings. And so when you can't even put words to your feelings, it makes that very hard. So go to Google and look up a feelings wheel, and that will help you try and put your feelings into words. The other thing you can do is think about, if you're feeling a particular way, what color would that be? That can help you. And then the other one is, if you're feeling a particular way, what weather pattern would that be? That can help you. And those are exercises that you'd want to do in your journal. Instead of just, I feel bad or I feel good, these simple descriptions, you can try to find words that are a little bit more detailed in understanding how it is that you feel. But again, that's a little bit separated from the personality traits, and I will link that in the comment section. You'll probably only use a small fraction of these personality traits, but it will give you a vocabulary to choose from. Instead of writing in your journal this time, you may want to use loose sheets of paper so you can write as much as you want on each page, and spread the sheets out on a table so you can stand back and see them all at once. 1. Your family's view of you. Think about yourself as a child from your family's point of view, including parents, caretakers, and siblings. Write down how you think each person saw you as a child growing up. What adjectives would they use to describe you? 2. What you know about yourself. On a separate piece of paper, write down as many of your current characteristics as you can. Include all your inner qualities and outer attributes. 3. What you want to become more of. On another sheet of paper, describe how you want to be in the future. Which characteristics do you want to strengthen, and which tendencies do you want to reduce? What sort of person do you aspire to be as you get older? Compare these sheets of paper and write your impressions in your journal. Can you see your trajectory of growth of who you are from past to present to future? Putting yourself into words like this is a great way of appreciating all that you've become and are becoming. As you go about your day, try on some new words from the list that capture your characteristics. Look up synonyms of those words and see whether they fit you too. Over time, you will build a better vocabulary to describe yourself. You can also ask friends to contribute. Tell them what you're doing and ask them for words they would use to describe you. Discovering new self-concept words can be an exciting self-validation process for the rest of your life. And so the other thing that you could do, if you don't know already, you could take one of those online quizzes that it's like the INJ something introverted, those quizzes that help you determine whether you're introverted or extroverted, how you like to relate with people. There's also the Gallup's Strengths Finder. That one is really good in terms of determining your strength. With every strength is a corresponding weakness, but it is really cool to understand what your strengths are and what kind of makes you tick. I know personally my top two, they're really good in some ways and they're actually really bad in other ways. So every strength has a corresponding weakness. But Gallup's Strengths Finder is really cool. And then I will look up that other quiz and then also link that in the comments. So I have 3 comments to share with you guys. One is the list of personality traits. One is, of course, my Zazzle store, which I link every time. And the other one will be these online quizzes to Gallup and to the other one, which I don't even know the name of, so I apologize. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I really love all of your comments on YouTube. Please do like and subscribe. Check out my website. I'm at www.findingyourselfsatx.com. There you can fill out a contact form for your first free consult. That's absolutely free, and there's no obligation required after that point. All right, y'all, take care. We'll talk more on Monday. Bye-bye.